Hello everybody, welcome to the fourth game of Group B. Tonight we have Croner versus Bluepancho. Croner from Finland versus Bluepancho from France. It really is the battle of Europe on Group B. Only Burley, I think, is from the USA, all the rest of the players are from Europe. And both players banned Semi and the same maps, Assassins, Hidden Edge and Normandy. Apparently those are the most hated maps on Group B. And they both picked Flak for this game, so let's see what happens. This map has the lenders. I think we had one game on Group A on this map, and it mostly came down to this center of the map where Lord Pazuzu, I think, won the game with a really decisive presence here with artillery and a bunch of tanks and just dominating here and holding on the sides. So both players are going for the usual captures. I mean, Bluepancho already didn't go for the early base here, so I think maybe his unit count will suffer a bit. Croner is capturing his base here, so he'll be able to start pumping out 3 units per turn. Bluepancho is going for the airport here, so that's gonna be sooner than Croner at least. So maybe he wants to get an early battlecopter, maybe that makes up for the late base capture. And Croner already is loading up this lander here and going for the center to get some captures. He's also coming here to capture this airport, I think, or maybe just the city, but probably the airport for now. And he also is taking a lot of penguins here to these mountains. So Croner already has a bit of a capture lead, but now, okay, Bluepancho just captured 2 other stuff, and now he is moving his tank. He got a really early tank. And now he gets a recon and an infantry. Croner is coming back with his lander. He probably put maybe he put the infantry on the lander, but probably he'll just capture this part. He's capturing here as well. And he's moving his tank as well. Now he has a tank just like Bluepancho. And now he's just only building infantry. Bluepancho starts capturing his con tower. Croner is not even close, I think, to start capturing his. He gets the port as well. He finally gets the base here. He already is 1 unit behind, I think. Did he base keep for this? Oh, okay, he gets all the stuff. I'm just tripping, sorry. Croner is getting all those captures on the center. He also gets his airport now. Starts capturing this city as well. So probably he'll see the con tower the Bluepancho has. He also will start capturing on this part of the center. So right now Croner really has the strong presence on the center here. And Bluepancho has a bigger presence on the sides, even though Croner has a tank here that probably will respond to this tank of Bluepancho. Finally, Bluepancho is moving some of his units with the lander to the center here. He sees the Croner already has a city captured, and now he gets his recon up here to see what's going on the left side. Croner gets another building here. He goes for the Bluepancho tank. I don't know about that trade with the infantry here. The infantry has some nice defense on the con tower. He's using the lander here to move some infantry, probably to this side, but I don't know what he wants to do really. He starts capturing those 2 cities on the back of the HQ. He gets a tank and a recon. Bluepancho gets trapped by the penguin on the woods there, just chilling. It starts capturing the city as well. Now he gets this trade, so yeah, that's nice. He also kills this infantry here. Doesn't go for the tank or pulls back right now, but I think he wants Croner to commit to this attack. Maybe and then punish with his own tank. After that, it also starts capturing more aggressively on the left side finally. Now Croner gets a nice trade on this mountain with his infantry, gets another capture, so now they're even on capture with 15k for each. Croner almost kills this tank, gets another capture, now he's 2k ahead actually. And this lander moves here, I don't know, maybe he wants to plop those infantry here more aggressively. The recon goes to the center and he builds an anti-air, which is pretty cool because Bluepancho probably will build a battlecopter soon, I think. He also has a tank on the left corner, that is. Bluepancho is really taking this left side now. The cone tower still, Croner doesn't have the cone tower. I think he's waiting for Bluepancho to see if he can capture or not. He really went hard on this center and this right sides, and he kind of sacrificed this cone tower on the left. Bluepancho also gets anti-air and gets an artillery on the right side. Now it's Croner that has the 1 HP tank, and Bluepancho managed to pull back this one to repair. Croner goes for another tank on the right side. I think this is mostly where the engagements are taking place here, the battles. Croner goes in and interrupts this capture, doesn't quite kill the infantry, but it's just on 1 HP, so maybe it's gonna trap something and get some vision. And he also sees that tank, but now he's gonna take some nice damage, I think, on the tank. The tank from Bluepancho destroys this little infantry here, along with the infantry. The artillery is moving in, he's protecting the cone tower with the tank. This tank gets a nice engagement. He also has another tank covering now and some anti-air, so really nice presence on the left side for Bluepancho now. He starts getting some middle presence and he gets a battlecopter on the center. I don't know about that. Maybe it's a good idea to get the air control on the center, since it's kind of hard to get an anti-air here. Croner is getting really aggressive with the lander, trying to land some stuff on it. I don't know what he's trying to do. The battlecopter here gets a real nice damage on the tank. He can pull back to heal this tank as well, and he starts capturing the cone tower finally. But I think, yeah, Bluepancho can one-shot the copter if he can see that next turn, but he can't see because he has a bunch of infantry here. Croner is still kind of trying to fight on the right side, but I think Bluepancho is mostly just trying to hold here, and he's got 3 tanks, kind of damaged, but 3. He gets the battlecopter and the tank takes a lot of damage. Oh, that hurts a lot. Now Bluepancho has a small army value lead, and he also gets the unit, the infantry that was capturing the cone tower. The battlecopter moves in, gets a nice shot on the recon, takes some damage back. The lander is helping get some infantry to the left side. On this side, Bluepancho is smashing pretty much the Croner tanks that were overextending, I think, here a little bit, trying to capture this cone tower. The honestly probably won't happen. Now Croner is coming in with the Battlecopter again, but he knows that there's the anti-air, so I don't know about that. He also doesn't target the anti-air with the tanks, so this Battlecopter probably will die next turn, but Croner gets the superpower, so let's see if he gets some nice rolls. Oh, this tank gets one shot by the other tank, and I think the other rolls are pretty average actually. He gets this capture, the recon almost one-shots the infantry on the plains here, really nice. And he starts capturing here, so he's got, I mean they are even on income, but Croner has most of the center, while Bluepancho has more stuff on the sides, and he also has the count tower that Croner doesn't have. And now Bluepancho goes for the barbaric blow. Let's see how much damage he can do. He kills that one tank there. The Battlecopter does some damage to the infantry. This infantry doesn't die. The tank comes here and kills it. This tank's probably dead, but whatever. There's another tank coming in here. The Battlecopter kills, one-shots the recon. This infantry almost one-shots this one, but he will get killed anyway. And now Bluepancho actually starts capturing the count tower on the left side. That's pretty bad for Croner. I don't know what happened here with the infantry and the anti-air. I think the anti-air probably killed this Battlecopter, and then yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, the anti-air I think got trapped here trying to, I don't know what's happening. And Croner is capturing here as well the count tower. That's weird, man. They're both kind of trading count towers now. Croner is killing some stuff on the middle. Now Paint actually is kinda scary for Croner to go for some engagements on this turn, because Bluepancho still has his superpower, so every counter attack he can roll higher randomly. Of course, because it's luck. And he goes for recon, tank, and Battlecopter. Bluepancho really is not making Battlecopters, just this one in the center. He's mostly focused on making anti-air and tanks. Now Bluepancho is getting some presence on the center with the Battlecopter. I don't think Croner has an answer for that yet. He interrupts the capture on the count tower here, on his own count tower, so he keeps it. He kills this anti-air and heals a bit his infantry. He also gets this tank on the lander that he will move to this left side where is his strong side, I think. But at this point, Bluepancho has a decent army value lead actually. Croner is going for that capture, that's kinda weird, and he also gets this anti-air that was almost dead here. The Battlecopters are trying to kill the infantry but don't quite get it. Croner almost has his power, now he has his power, but I don't think he will use it now that he only has the tank to move pretty much. And he gets some anti-air and a medium tank on the left side. He really wants to get this count tower, I think, finally. Bluepancho is killing this crazy infantry here that is trying to capture his own airport. He gets a nice shot on the tank with the artillery and kills it with the tank, his own tank. He's still trying to capture the count tower on here with the 1 HP infantry. Now he's trying to, I guess, just block with some infantry capturing here. He's got the recon, anti-air, tank on position. Another tank coming, anti-air, another one. A Battlecopter in the center and a tank on the right side. I think Croner should be happy the Bluepancho is making anti-air here when he has a medium tank coming. They're kind of trading on the center. Croner is trying to interrupt interrupt those capture, interrupt those captures in the center. Croner gets a nice engagement on the right, gets trapped here. I don't know why really he could have moved his vehicle. I mean, not really, because those are woods. And finally, Croner gets a battlecopter in the center to answer the battlecopters of Bluepancho. Bluepancho is coming in on the right side, doing some damage on the center with the battlecopters. So far, no response from Croner, so he's just going in hand with the battlecopters. One thing I think Bluepancho is doing better than Croner is fighting with the infantry instead of trying to capture, those faraway properties. He's like here on the center, he's kind of capturing, but once he gets attacked, he's fighting back instead of trying to run to the front. Now Bluepancho has a nice presence here, but he sees the medium tank, so I don't know if he'll pull back or what. He makes a bunch of tanks. I don't know if that's good against a medium tank, but I guess you can try to trap it and slowly kill it. But medium tanks are really good at killing normal tanks, so that's kind of troublesome. You generally want some artillery or battlecopters for dealing with medium tanks, or a medium tank of our own, new tank, whatever. Right now Croner is really behind in unit count. I think he lost too much stuff. He's trying to make it up with the medium tanks, but the medium tanks are taking way too long to reach the front lines. Bluepancho goes for the superpower. I mean the normal power actually. Croner is going for the superpower next turn I think. He gets some damage. The right side, he pretty much got everything here, and is now getting the properties on the center as well from Croner, thanks to all his battlecopters. And this battlecopter, I don't know what happened, he was trying to get, I don't know if he killed a battlecopter from Bluepancho here. But basically this battlecopter just gets one shot here, which is pretty sad. The Recon comes back. He's kind of just pulling back for the most part against this medium tank. Though this tank will probably die. And he gets a bunch of battlecopters, which are good for dealing with the medium tanks. And his battlecopters are already doing a bunch of damage on the center as well. Right now, Croner has like half the units of Bluepancho. That's a pretty dire situation for him. He also has an income disadvantage, and he doesn't have the cone tower. The cone tower, not getting it will really hurt Croner on this game, because every engagement he had 10% less attack. And he lost a bunch of stuff trying to capture this cone tower, and even Bluepancho's cone tower here overextending a bit, so yeah, now Bluepancho sees the medium tank here. Croner will do some damage to him next turn, but right now I think it's way too late already for Croner to come back, because I mean he's lost so much stuff. I don't even know. I'll open the stats later. His Recon is coming back a bit. The tank is on the woods here, really nice, hiding a bit. More battlecopters. The battlecopters are really going to town now for Bluepancho. Croner gets this tank finally. I mean, if he had the cone tower, he probably would one-shot this tank, but he doesn't. He has to finish with the anti-air. Now this anti-air will probably get killed by this tank. This tank gets one anti-air, which is nice. But I mean, he has an anti-air here on the center finally, so that's good for Croner. But it's kinda late. He gets another anti-air, battlecopter. I mean, he's choosing the right units to fight, but at this point he's so behind that it's tough for him to come back. It's really tough for Croner right now. Those battlecopters are just killing everything they can find. the tanks on the center. I don't even know where these tanks came from, but they are here and they are doing damage as well. The infantry makes a wall for the battlecopters. Oh my god, he can't even get the battlecopters with the anti-air. Bluepancho even gets his power again before Croner uses his superpower. Now he's gonna kill this battlecopter from Croner. That's overextending a bit, I guess, here. Bluepancho, which is purple by the way, while Croner is blue, which I think is quite funny, is just smashing right now. Croner's troops. Croner finally goes for the superpower. I mean, I don't blame him. He couldn't do much with the power before. Now he uses the anti-air to kill some infantry, but he can't get any of the copters. And this copter will probably die to the battlecopters next turn of Bluepancho. He gets some stuff on the left side, but he can't even see past this middle of the map, so Croner just resigns. So this game was really interesting. I think Bluepancho fought really well around the map. He didn't even buy a single battlecopter early on. He got the early anti-air and it worked out for him. He also pressured really well on both sides and held on the center. Like he came in here on the right time. He kind of front switched to the center. And he was able to get his tower early, and Croner just gave up his for some reason. He was really trying to get the center, but then he couldn't do much with it. So that was it. This was a really interesting game, and now both Bluepancho and Croner have a win, I think. I'm not sure. I'm kinda lost on the counts, but whatever. If you guys like the game, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I see you guys next time.